Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. I'm Joseph. I'm here with Santa Drako, and it's finally time that he's been waiting for this the whole year. He's gonna have his Drako's Christmas giveaway where he gets to give away some fun games. And this time we have a good sponsor going on here with Asmodee Digital, so we have 11 game codes for Steam that we're going to give away. So it's digital board games for Ticket to Ride, A Game of Thrones, and Terraforming Mars, and also for Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace, which is not really a board game, but it's a Steam game anyhow. And Merry Christmas, everyone! I hope that you are having a good weekend wherever you are in the world. Now here in Sweden, this is the Christmas day, of course. This is sort of relaxing day after we celebrate last night, basically. Christmas Eve is the main day for Christmas in Sweden, but I know for all the Americans and so on, this is the main day today, right? And hey, Buster, and Daniel and Eggus is here. And Greg is here. Hey, Greg. Merry Christmas to all of you. And so, yeah, we are also going to, because I have this game Pictures from Asmodee, this was kind of, I think, what did I say? 2020, it was the Spiel des Jahres. So I was curious to try it out because it won the Spiel des Jahres prize, right? And so I when I got asked, I said, yeah, sure, I want to try a copy. So they sent me this copy. We played it in our game group with some friends. And we don't usually play party games in my game group. But we tried it out and we thought it was pretty fun. And I realized then that this is a good one to do on camera, like in a live stream, because the viewers can actually participate in the game. Hey, John and Ronnie and Edmund is here. Yeah, so this is a good one to do on a stream, and it's not like we're gonna play a proper game. We don't like you should play 5 rounds and then you score it up and everyone guesses and makes so back and forth. But I'm gonna explain how the game works. It's super easy, and everyone in the chat, you will get to play against me and Drako, sort of, or together with us, or however you see it. Hey, Gro is here. Merry Christmas. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna play some pictures. We're gonna hang out. If you have some questions, you can also ask questions in the chat and so on about games or anything going on right now with the channel or whatever. And then Drako, of course, is gonna give away the codes. Now, there's 5 different ways to. So in this game, you put out these 16. There's a bunch of these different images. You put out these pictures, right? And you have them, so this is A1 and this is B3 and so on. And then when you play this with your friends and family around the table, what you do is one of you will all get a different way to indicate a card. So we have a bag of little tokens, and in this, like, you could get, everyone's going to draw one in secret, so you could get like D2. So if D2 is your card, it's this one here with the boat and, yeah, the boat and the houses. Then you have one of these 5 ways to give a clue. So you can have like the cards, in which case you take between 2 and 5 of these and you put them down from left to right in order to give a clue. And then everyone has to guess which card is it you're trying to indicate. That's the whole game, basically. And the thing is, though, that some of these cards, it's a little bit like code names, because some of these cards might look a little bit similar. So then it can be tricky to indicate the right one. So the way it works is, let's see, let's pan down here. And I'll zoom in if need be as well. I hope you can see it fairly well. So what we're going to do here is, I am going to go through the 5 different ways to indicate a card. And then I will draw one of these randomly. I will try to indicate what card I am thinking of, or what card I own. And then you will guess in the chat, like you could guess like B3 or whatever you think it is. Once everyone who wants to be in on this has guessed, then I will tell you what the correct answer is. If there's multiple correct ones, I will roll some dice and someone will win, and that person will get to choose one of the game's codes for Steam. I have this E-Raptor dice tower as well. It's a huge one. So I will be able to randomize there if there's more than one that gets it right. It's not that hard, this game. But yeah, let's try it out. I just got this idea the other day when I played it with my friends. I got this idea that this could be fun to do for Drako's Christmas giveaway. Let's have it like that, so that I have some space here. And we'll get going. We'll see how it works out. So I'll draw one of the tokens from the bag. And it's going to be secret to you, obviously. Okay, so it's that one. And then I'm going to take one of the 5 ways to indicate. This is where it becomes fun, this game, because there's weird ways to indicate which one it is. Okay, so I'm going to use the cubes and the picture frame. So I have to put, and this is the rule here, I have to put 3 times 3 with cubes. I only have these cubes available, so I only have 3 out of each color. And with these, I'm going to try to get you guys to guess correctly. And see if we can do this something like this. I think this game is good for, like, you know, families or whatnot. Like, you could play it with kids, really, or yeah, anyone, I guess. Let's see if this could work out. It's really hard. The challenge here is that I can't, like, use. I only have 3 cubes of each color. I also need to consider that I don't try to indicate something that is similar to the one I am trying to indicate, so that it messes it up for you. Yeah, no, that's not good. Let's redo this. What animals? I think it's cows over there. No, let's do it this way instead. I got a better idea. Let's go with something like this. Maybe. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. Wow, I'm really bad at this, I realize. Okay, I don't know. Well, let's see if you can figure it out. Hey, Sorks. Yeah, so let's see if you can figure it out. And if you think you figured it out, you can just put it in the chat. Obviously, multiple people will put it in there, and then I'll reveal if it's correct. And I think this is just a little bit more fun than just me rolling dice and getting winners out there. And and it's also, it's like 15-second delay on the whole chat and everything, so I'll give it some time so you can figure it out. I could zoom in a little bit, I guess. Maybe like that. Maybe that's clearer for you. I don't know, something like that. And there's a bunch of guesses coming in here. And I will just, at some point here, I will have to call it. And yeah, let's call it and let's move on. So, and again, the delay, so if you put it in after I've been speaking, and then I'm still going to count it. So the correct answer is D3. I think most of you kind of figured it out. And I don't know what I was thinking first. I was thinking about B3, so I was thinking about that one because someone asked about B3, and I realized, oh no, it's D3, I realized. But it's really hard. Like, okay, so it's blue sky, and then the kind of blue in the middle of the water, but I'm running out of cubes. Like, I wish I had one more blue cube because this gray up here doesn't match, but you obviously got it anyway, right? That's good. Okay, so let's see. There's a bunch of people that have D3. So let's just do it this way to keep it simple and easy. I'm just going to trust you guys. Of course, if you got it correctly, then put in a number between 1 and 100. Because there were multiples that got it correctly. So if you got it correctly, then write a number between 1 and 100. And then I have a 10, 0 to 100 or 0 to 90. And then, wait, how does this work? Oh yeah, it's 1 to 99, right? Or am I stupid? Yeah, can't go to 100. How would that work? Oh, because this is a 10, right? No, this is 0. So yeah, 1 to 99 if you got the D3 correctly. And then I'll wait a little bit and then I'll roll it up and see who won. And I'm not keeping track because that would be too much work. And if you win, I'll say this right away while I wait. I'll say it again later. But if you win a game, then where's my text line gone? I thought I had a text line with my email. Where's that? Huh. I don't know. Okay, let's just make one while I wait. As a double zero is 100. But how do you get in the lower? How do you get 1 to 9 then? Oh, it's okay. So if it's just zeros, then that's 100. Okay. Wow, I don't have. Where's my text line? That is my top 10 games of 2021. That's not supposed to be here right now. I'm working on that. I don't know where I put my text line. Anyway, if you win, you can send me an email to bgwniramas. It's up there, right? And then you just add @gmail.com. So you can send me an email, and then I'll send you a code back for the game that you won. I thought I prepared that. I don't know where that went. Oh, well. Okay, let's call it there. And let's roll it up and see who won the first out of the games. So that is 35. That was easy enough. So 35, who is closest? 33 for Ronnie. That must be the closest one. Yeah, it must be Ronnie. So, Ronnie Wiklund. Just tell me in the chat. Just tell me in the chat which game you would like. Game of Thrones, Ticket to Ride, Terraforming Mars, or Arkham Horror. If you just tell me which one you want, then I'm going to mark it here that it's already taken. And then you can send me an email later on. And we'll figure out the actual code to you. So, congratulations to Ronnie. First winner here. In the little Christmas game giveaway. So yeah, so Ronnie, just tell me in the chat which game you want out of these 4. And by the way, you also get a Drako micro badge on Board Game Geek. Everyone who wins tonight also gets a Drako micro badge on Board Game Geek, which I will also. So when you contact me with an email, also give me your Board Game Geek username if you're on Board Game Geek, and then I'll send over there. I will send you a micro badge with Drako. It's pretty cool. Okay, so Ronnie wants Game of Thrones. Nice. Okay, so I'll just gonna mark that taken. One of the 3 Game of Thrones games are taken. Now let's do the second one. And this time I'm not gonna use, so we're gonna remove this so I don't get the same. You can switch up for other pictures, of course. We're gonna do this 5 times. And then we're just gonna do some random, I guess. So this time I will have to use these, which is not that easy. So using these, I don't have to use all of them. That's the rules for the game. But I will use these to indicate whatever card I am trying to indicate. So here we go, another one. Okay, so it is, let me focus, it's that one, okay. Wow, okay. How would I do that? I think I'll just do that. I think that's gonna work. So if you think you have a guess for which one of these it is, then let me know in the chat. And then I'll wait a bit, and then I'll reveal, and then if there's multiple correct answers, we'll go to dice rolling. I guess since you can see other, guesses and whatnot, but I mean, even if you see someone had guessed before you, it doesn't mean it's correct, right? They might lead you to the wrong one. Buster is saying make an arrow. No, you can't do that. Because you're sitting around the table. You might not have it in this orientation either. You might be on the other side. You can't do an arrow. You have to put it in front of yourself as well. You can't put it like on the card. because everyone's doing this simultaneously. So if you were playing with your friends, right, you would all have a card that you're trying to indicate. So one of you might be doing this thing with the picture frame at the same time as you're doing this. And you are going to do all of them during the game because you're going to like rotate them around. So if you're 5 players, there's 5 different ways to indicate. I'll show you the ones after we go here. As time, and then you rotate around the table, so everyone will get to use every kind of clue giver. I don't know what these are, like sort of clue thing. So let's see, we have some guesses coming in. Oh. Okay, I realized that my line of thought might have not been as perfect as I thought it was. It's hard. I should be looking at all the pictures and trying to figure out, like, okay, so I don't want to do anything, again, like Codenames, right, giving a clue. I want to do something that is just for the picture that I'm trying to tell you, not something that could be misinterpreted for another picture. That might be the case right now. Okay, so I'm going to call it here. And the correct answer is, and I'm sorry, but it's C2. So I thought it was so good because I had the sunflower and then the thing around it. But then when you guys put in B4, that makes sense as well for the camera. And C1 also makes sense. So that wasn't the great. I don't know what I could have done though with these. Could I have done it? Maybe I should have done like a thing here to indicate that something is there, like this little thing. Well, that would have been even worse for this because there's like a wooden piece over there. Yeah, it's not that easy. So I think it's only John who got it correct. All right, yeah, it's only John Sullivan who got it correct. So John, you can tell me in the chat which of the 4 games you would like. We don't need to roll any dice. And I will mark it down that that's taken, and then you can email me after this and we'll sort out the code and the Drako micro badge and all that. All right, so yeah, that was C2, and I'm sorry if I'm not that good at this, to be honest. Yeah, I can see you thinking B4 because of the camera lens and everything. Yeah, oh, sorry. It was the pedals. Yeah, it was, yeah. Okay, you got it, John. So John got it. Just yeah, thanks Greg for keeping track in the chat as well. Then I can go back afterwards. I can watch the video afterwards and see who should have what and so on. Well, I'm actually marking it on a separate document as well. But John was the winner. Let's get another one. This time it is that one. Okay, this is gonna be super hard. Now I have these shoelaces. This is so silly. It is part of the game. I'm not making it up. Now I have the shoelaces. You have one long and one shorter. And I'm gonna use these to try to indicate whatever this is. Which, yeah. Oh, Terraforming Mars. This is Jan's pick, so let me just mark that down. That's one is taken. So I don't mess up on how many we have. So we have 2 more Terraforming Mars, 2 more Game of Thrones, 3 Ticket to Ride, and 2 Arkham Horror. Yeah, so it's, yeah, I just said it. So, let's see here. Okay, so let's get going with the next round. How am I going to do this, though? Okay, this is not going to be pretty. I don't think that many people will get this. Hopefully, someone gets it. At least. I'm going to go like this. I must say, though, I mean, I like a party game now and then. Oh, thanks, Greg, for putting it in the chat as well. I can't really chat right now because I don't have my keyboard close enough. Some people like party games, right? And I do as well. But I still don't get how this got Spiel des Jahres. Like, wow, I don't know. There was a lot of... Like, 2020, it wasn't like Lost Prince of Arnak released in 2020? And Dune Imperium. I don't get how this could be Spiel des Jahres. But anyway, that's how that price works. It's often very lightweight family games, right? Which is good. It's good that someone gives them some love as well. Most of us super like gamer geeks. We just talk about all the midweight to heavyweight games, so it's good that someone is focusing on light games. Okay, this is gonna take a little while. I'm sorry, because I need to work this shoelace. If it's gonna, oh well. Again, I need to think about other pictures as well, so I don't mess it up so that you think that, oh, it has to be this one. Okay, it's gonna be something like this. Wow, this is so ugly. I apologize. Okay, let's do it. Let's have the camera like that, because I don't want you to see the little thing that goes down there. It's not supposed to be there. So what you see on the camera, this is sort of what I tried to indicate to you. It's, yeah. I wonder if anyone is gonna get this one. And it's not just my fault, it's because I also used this stupid shoelace thing. I mean, I like party games in the sense that, you know, if you're just sitting around and having a good time with friends, but oftentimes we bring out, maybe like this one, we played this one for like, I don't know, we didn't play like a full game. We tried it out for like, I don't know, 30 minutes, maximum 20 minutes. And then we played like Rolling Realms, and we played Search for Planet X, I think, that evening. And Dinosaur Tea Party. So we had like a sort of relaxing game night. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see how you all think that. I mean, this is silly. This could be anything really out here, right? I'm gonna wait a little bit. Okay, nobody got it right so far. So I'll wait a little bit and see if anyone gets it right. And then I'll call it. Okay, so you know what? I have no idea how many people there are here, or how long I waited or whatever. But I'm gonna call it here. Josh Allen, you got it. You're the only one who got it. C4. This is so hard. This is the little green thing, and then there's like a forest over there on the top. This could have been the flowers. I get that totally. This could have, yeah, this would have been a good game after Search for Planet X. This could have been the flowers for sure. Someone guessed on, yeah, it could have been this one. See, yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. I think the shoelaces are the most silly one. But Josh Allen, you got it correct. So Josh, tell me in the chat which of the 4 games you want. And Greg put it in there. Terraforming Mars, Game of Thrones, Ticket to Ride, and Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace, which is not really a board game. But anyway, it's on Steam, and it's from Asmodee Digital, so it's in there. I actually got 3 codes from them, but then I used 1 code to play it myself and make a video because I was curious about it, and then I realized it's not really a board game. But it's, you know, it's a like go move around and click and explore game, which is pretty fun. Yeah, I see. Oh, A3. But then I would have done the mast like I don't know, somehow up in the middle. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So Josh wants Arkham Horror. Let's mark that down here. One of the Arkham Horrors is gone. There's one left. And again, send me an email after we're done here, and then I'll sort it out later or tomorrow. I'll send you the code. I'll probably sort it out just after this, once I get the email. So it's done. Okay, new one here. Okay, it was the same, so I'm gonna... But there's duplicates in here. So you're supposed to, like, switch out the pictures, I guess, from time to time. There's a lot of different pictures. But just to keep it simple, and I already have D3, I'll just draw until I get something that we haven't had. I guess that's information as well. But anyway. Okay, here we go. Here's something we haven't had. This time, I'm going to use the cards. I think the cards are maybe the easiest one, or it's more, for me, my brain, it's the most logical one. So I can pick between, the rules are I have to pick at least 2 and a maximum of 5 cards. I'll put them in a continuous row. And I have a bunch of clues here. Why do I keep forgetting what I'm looking for? What is a good match here? Huh. Wow, this was really hard. I didn't think this round would be that hard using these, but it actually is. And I need to think about, like, if I show you something, if I choose one of these, I don't want it to indicate something else that it's not. I think that's the hardest part. Wow. There's... Okay, let's go with this guy. And what else? Okay, this is impossible. I don't know if anyone's gonna get this one. Huh. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to pick something here. I don't want to AP2. I'm just gonna go with 2. And if you get this one, wow. Yeah. So you can start guessing if you if you have a guess. But yeah. This is very abstract. It's kind of like, how do I, whatever it is I'm trying to give you a clue for, how do I perceive that, and how do I think about it, and how would that translate into the 2 cards that I've chosen to show you? Yeah. This is such a perfect game to play like this with, like, the internet. I've been thinking about that previously as well. That all the, like, games that would work to play with the internet, because I think it's fun to play with the live chat. The problem is often, though, that there's a delay. There's like a 15-second or 20-second delay on live streams, so it's hard to play some games, because then I would have to wait in between every round for the live chat to pick whatever they are doing and so on, which would drag it down too much, I think. But I did think about just one, if there was a way to do just one like this. I guess it would be that I would have to like show you the correct thing, and then you would have to put down in the chat, put down your clues, and then I would have to look at the chat without seeing whatever I showed you, and then I would have to figure out what is it you're trying to give me a clue about. These kind of party games, I guess there's a few of these that would work on a live stream. So let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, because this was really hard. So the correct answer is, and one person got it, and I don't even know how to explain this, but it's A4. It's the blueberries. I don't know. I'm limited by these. I didn't want to go with a circle, because then you would just think about these. I didn't want to go with this because you would think about the boat. I didn't want to go with, like, I was thinking about this one because it's kind of a plant, but then there's a lot of plants out there. Flowers would work. They're not poisonous. It's not in a house. It's not a winter thing. I was thinking, like, he's happy because he gets blueberries and they only exist in certain time of the year, which is true, I guess. Well, we're not going to be happy for those mushrooms, I guess. Oh, well, Grow got it. So, nice job, Grow. So, Grow, tell me in the chat which game you will like, and I will mark that down for you. So, Ticket to Ride, Game of Thrones, Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace, or Terraforming Mars on Steam. Yeah, this was really hard. Like, I can imagine a lot of these out here being, the cards being the easiest one. That's my experience from when I played it with my friends. I was like, oh, I got the cards. That's not too hard. And I had something like clothing hanging on a house. Like, that was really easy. But in this case, it was tricky. So, nice job, Grow. And again, delay and all that. But let me know in the chat what game you want. And meanwhile, I will start setting up. So, Grow wants Arkham Horror. Cool. I will mark that down. So, Arkham Horror is taken now. The 2 codes I had, those are gone. And Drako looks happy to give stuff away. We have Game of Thrones, Terraforming Mars, and Ticket to Ride left for Steam. And yeah, let's do another one. Now, what I like to do, and this is a house rule, it's not in the rules. But what I realized for the, yeah, it's true, you smile for the camera. Yeah, shutter timing, yeah, it's so hard. What I think is a good idea to do here, I think Tom Vassell said it, is to, once you have, like this has already been, we flip it over. This has already been in place, we flip it over. So that way, we don't get the same images over and over, because there are duplicates in the bag. So now we have, okay, so there we go. So now we have some other pictures here. Okay, so now, I don't know if this is the hardest one, but yeah, I'm gonna use sticks and stones. Which it's kind of silly. When I was opening this game, I was like, what? This game comes with stone, actual stone, which is, you know, kind of weird. But let's see, this could be an easy one though, because there's a lot of shapes you can make with that. Let's see what I get here. Okay. All right. How would I do this? I think this will work. So we do it like that. And we do that. And like that. No, not that one. Okay, I'm just gonna use these. Like this. We'll see if that could work. And basically this is the, you know, picture. We'll see if you figure that one out. It is a crazy box of components to get these things in there. It's funny. So we'll see. We'll see if you can figure this one out. And the guesses are coming in. And let's see, which one is this? Is this the 5th? Have I done all the... Yeah, that's the 5th, okay. Okay, so I'll give it one more minute, see if people want to guess. And if you have joined recently, I'm trying to indicate here one of these pictures out here, and you're gonna guess, like, if you think it's A1 or whatever, and you can take that into the chat, and if you get it correct, and if there's multiple correct, then I roll dice and we figure out who wins a Steam game, or a digital board game on Steam. So I'm having a bit of a hard time to know how long I should, how much time I should give you, but I think, considering there's a little bit of a delay, I'll call it here. So, obviously this one was the easiest one. It is D2. And those trees there were so perfect for these. And then the shape of the boat. Because I thought that was the best shape for the boat out of these stones. So I think that was the easiest one for me to do, right? Alright, so if you got it correct, now you can tell me, put in a number in the chat between 1 and 100. Because everyone got it correct, I think. So if you got it correct, put in a number between 1 and 100. I will roll 2 dice, and then we'll see who is the winner. And meanwhile, I'll tell you that we had a good Christmas Eve. Drako got a bunch of meatballs last night. Well, so did I. I made some really nice homemade Swedish meatballs. With some stuff on the side as well, of course. And yeah, we've mainly been playing one game during these, so far, during the end of the week here. We've been playing Ark Nova over and over. We played a bunch of times now, both solo and, well, I played against Drako, which was really heavy for my mind to help Drako out. That video is on the channel, of course. Then we also recorded a solo playthrough today, so that's coming soon. And the way it works is kind of cool. It has a little bit, like, not a campaign, but the rule the solo rules suggest that you play 3 games of Ark Nova in order, and then in between games you remove all the cards and everything that was used. So that way it gets fresh for every game, and then you also tally up the points at the end of the game, so you need to get to like 0 or a positive score combined on those 3 games. So we only recorded 1 so far, and then we'll do the other one soon. No, meatballs, not meatballs. And you know what? Let's call it here. We have a bunch of numbers. I think it's the same people that got the D2 correct. Let's roll it up. And it is... Okay, so help me out. This is 90, right? So I get a 0 and 90, so that's 90. Because that doesn't add anything. So 90 would be the closest, must be the highest number that we see. So Hanna has 75. So that's it. So Hanna, or Hannah, however you pronounce it, you are the winner. So let me know in the chat which game you prefer. And there's still Arkham Horror is gone, but the other 3 are still there, so you can pick any of those. And I'm also gonna show you something I just realized. I am going to show you. Drako got some Christmas gifts from Game Maniacs. Our main sponsor for the channel is the store in Lidköping in Sweden, Game Maniacs. They have a good web shop and everything, and they sent Drako and me some Christmas gifts. So we got some cool coasters where they put the little Drako with the sword. The sword is from the Game Maniacs. That's there, sort of in their logo, right? And so we have the coasters with Drako on them. That's cool, Drako. I'll use those for our game night. Okay, so Hanna gets Terraforming Mars. So let me note down... Yeah, because Arkham Horror was already gone. Let me note down Terraforming Mars is another one taken. So right now there is 2 Game of Thrones, 3 Ticket to Ride, and 1 Terraforming Mars game left to be had. And I think this was pretty fun instead of just doing random stuff. So let's do another. Let's keep going. Let's do more rounds here. And it's fun that I know it's nice for me. I get to show you the pictures game at the same time as I get to do the giveaway or the whole thing. Let's see. So now we're back to cubes again, and we just had the boat. So let's flip this over. Get some pyramids and camels and stuff instead. And now let's see. Let's see what I get here. So it is that one. Okay. Huh. How do I do this? I'll do it like this and that, I think. And it is somewhat tricky since I don't have the right colors. Let's see if you can figure this out. Let's see if that makes any sense. So if you just joined, the way it works is I'm trying to indicate any one of these 16 cards with that little thing with the cubes in the picture frame. If you think you know what it is, you can give me an answer in the chat, like could it be whatever, C1 or whatever. And if you're correct, and if you're the only one, then you win a Steam game, board game on Steam. If you are correct and other people are as well, then we roll dice in between those of you that got it. And we'll see who wins. And there's still like Terraforming Mars is 1, 3 Ticket to Rides, and 2 A Game of Thrones, the board game on Steam, which is really good implementation, by the way. The one I haven't played is A Ticket to Ride. I haven't played that on Steam myself. I'm not a huge Ticket to Ride guy, though. It's fun, you know, it's okay. Okay, I see what you're thinking there. Wow, it's so hard because there's multiple cards that have similar things in them, and then when you give the clues, you gotta be careful of that. And maybe I am playing a little bit too quickly. I don't know. Yeah. And tomorrow we are going to we're going to film Clash of Cultures Monumental Edition, which is really cool. Tried it out once here, and it's a really cool game. It's not a new game in a sense because it is Clash of Cultures, but they added the expansion, upgraded components, and so on. And we're also going to film tomorrow. There's also going to be the top 10 games of 2021, so that's coming as well. Which is a really hard list to do because, again, I've talked about this before, but I haven't played all the games, obviously, from 2021. And those I have played, I only played like maybe once or twice. So it's more like a first impression list in the sense. But I am going to steal a little thing here from a fellow YouTuber that I really admire, Paul Grogan, over at Gaming Rules. Great YouTube channel, by the way. If you haven't seen that, go check out Gaming Rules on YouTube. And he is doing his top 10 games of 2020 now. So he's doing it like 1 year after, which is really smart because then he got to play a bunch of games and he got to play them a bunch of times. So I'm going to do that later on in next week. I'm going to go back and like revisit my top 10 games from 2020 so that I get to update that list and maybe give the games a bit more of a fair assessment. Okay, I think we're going to call it. We have a bunch of guesses and the correct answer is A2. So I tried to do this little rock thing here, and the sky and the white waves. Problem is that some of you said A3, which I can see. The boat with the man, yeah. Though it's hard. It's hard. It's a guessing game as well. So a bunch of you, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have 6 correct answers for this one, for A2. So everyone who got it right, just give me a number in the chat from 1 to 100. And then I'll roll the dice and we'll see who is the winner of the next game. There's only one Terraforming Mars left, one code for Terraforming Mars on Steam left. So, but I mean, maybe you won't take it right or a Game of Thrones. Then. And I think, you know, even if you have a game, I think you can give them away. Well, of course you can. You can just send the code to a friend if you want to give someone a gift for Christmas or whatever. So even if you already have one or multiple of those games, it can still be fun to win. And I'm happy that we got a bunch of codes. Like I think was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago we did Drako's Christmas giveaway. I think we've been doing this for like 4 years now. I think 2 years ago we gave away actual physical board games, which was a bit of a problem for me because I had to like send them to the winner, like to America or whatever. And these days the shipping prices have gone up as well. So it's really good to have those digital codes instead. It works out way better. So let's see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers so far. So I guess there's like 2 people that haven't put in a number that got A2. Josh is there. Okay. And am I missing someone? I don't think so. Oh, the Daniel Carlson hasn't provided a number yet. Because you got it correct as well with A2, right? Oh well, I'll roll it and then we'll see. So it is 43. So 43. I'm sorry if I pronounced this wrong, but Carmelo, you got it, 42. And it was 43. So Carmelo Rodriguez, you won. Congratulations. So just tell me what game you want. And again, Terraforming Mars, Ticket to Ride, or Game of Thrones are still in there. So let me know which one you would like. And meanwhile, I will set up for the next round. We'll get the next thing. I'm not going to do the shoelaces again because that was too annoying. I'll do the cards. I'll do the cards again. I can do the sticks and stones and the blocks, I guess, but the shoelaces are just too hard. And it was A2, so let's flip this over. And what is this? I'm not sure about the orientation here. Oh, it's Berlin, okay. Alright. Okay, Terraforming Morse goes to Carmelo Rodriguez, so that's the last of the Terraforming Morses. And I'm just gonna note that down. And so we have 3 Ticket to Ride and 2 codes for a Game of Thrones, the board game, still to grab. And the way this works, you can win multiples, so you can still keep being in the run for it. So let me draw a new indicator here. Alright, so it is that one, and now I'm gonna find cards that could sort of... Yeah, it's a sewer lid that we talked... Yeah, I couldn't find the word for it. Sometimes my English is lacking. So how do I indicate this to you? Okay. Yeah, we'll go with... I could do 2 to 5, so I could have more cards if I want to. But I'm gonna try to give it a second here to not mess it up and show something that is like multiples off too much. Yeah, maybe just... I think this is fine. I think this is fine. We'll go with these 2 cards. I could do 2 to 5, but I'm happy with those 2. I don't want to confuse you too much. So let's see if you can figure this one out. What is this that we are looking for this time? And let's see if you can guess it. And I am gonna look into more of these kind of like party game styles that I could play against the internet, because that could be fun. I did, what's it called? Oh, I forgot the name now. The like 20 questions game has like a big whiteboard, and you put up markers to give clues. And it's called something that I have forgotten. Yeah, I will think about that one, because I played that on BGA as well. And that's pretty fun. But again, the delay might be an issue, I don't know. It's like the pace of the game will be a bit slow, I guess. Concepts, yeah, thank you. Concepts is the name of that game that I'm thinking about. And my friend Andreas has the Concept for Kids, I think. So he's playing that with his kids and enjoying it. So that could be a good idea. But I like combining it like this with some kind of giveaway or something, so you actually win something if you win. Okay, we're getting a bunch of guesses in here. Give it 30 more seconds before I call it. And... oh yeah, it's concept, but yeah, there's no S in the end. I might pull that out someday. I also have another one, which is the Wits and Wagers, but I never play that. But I have like a cool playmat and stuff for that. I picked up at Essen like a few years ago, and I don't know, it's in my wardrobe or something. I haven't even played that. There's too many games lying around the house. All right, I think we're gonna call it. It is time, and I think most of you got it. It is A3 finally. I was like, this was pretty easy as well, because there was no other boat or watery thing. This is a bit of water, but so I felt this one was pretty safe. I was considering putting in maybe like danger, but I don't know if it's danger. And I also was considering the snail, like it's moving really slow. But I thought if I do that, then you're gonna start thinking about animals, which would have been incorrect. So yeah, A3. I think a bunch of people got it correct. So if you got it correct right away, you can just put in a number between 1 and 100. We're gonna roll it up to see who gets closest between the people that got it correct. So if you didn't get A3 correct, then don't put in a number. I'm not gonna be able to keep track, but anyway, Just keeping it honest here. And so between the people that figured out the A3 with these clues, they have a chance to win a game. I hope you're enjoying this setup here I'm doing. I mean, previously I had like the card roll dice, where I had the card from the mind 1 to 100 and just randomly drew things. But I think this, might be more fun. At least I get to play a little bit of a game as well here in the evening. It's more fun for me, at least. I think Draco's having fun too. He seems happy. I think Draco's just happy to sit by his Christmas tree and give away games. That makes him happy. So, bunch of numbers coming in. I don't really know how many it was, but it looks fairly correct. Why? So let's roll that up. Let's see who wins next. That is 10 plus 8, so it's 18. Which is that 13 must be closest. 18, 27. Yeah, 13 must be the closest one, right? So, what game do you want? Ticket to Ride or a Game of Thrones? Let me know in the chat. And I'm gonna start setting up for the next round. I'll do a few more rounds here. We'll do 2 more rounds. And then the last ones I'll just randomize. So let's use the sticks and stones this time. And it was this one, so let's flip it over. And now it's, they can be on this orientation as well. That's some kind of, what's it called? Hunting tower? We would call it in Swedish at least. But in, sort of like a little tower you have in the forest to sit and hide in and wait for the deer, whatever you're hunting. So let's see what we get here. And it's that one, okay. Alright. Oh, here we go. So let's do something like this and that. Like that. And maybe they can stop rolling. Did that work? I think so. I think it's decent at least. It's not that easy. Alright, so Uffe gets Game of Thrones. So let me mark down that. So we have 1 Game of Thrones left. 1 Game of Thrones left. 3 Ticket to Rides. Obviously you guys aren't that excited about Ticket to Ride either. But anyway. So we have 3 Ticket to Rides. Maybe Greg or someone can update the chat. Because I can't reach it. So 3 Ticket to Rides, 1 Game of Thrones left. And now we're guessing, if you just joined, one of these 16 pictures is supposed to be this. So if you can guess whatever it is I'm trying to indicate here, then let me know. It's like, B2, whatever. You just give me a coordinate for which card you think it is. And then we'll see who gets it. And wow. Yeah, it's not that easy. I see the guesses coming in and I'm like, wow, did I do that bad? I don't know. I'm not that good at this. It's kind of hard. Because you have so limited, which is what makes the game fun as well, right? You don't want a game that's too easy, but it is tricky. So we do get some guesses in. And next week, I'll try to do some more streams. Now I have this, if you don't know about it already, I'll tell you right now. I have a secret Facebook group that is called the BGW Niramas Voters Panel Group. And the only way to join it is to support my Kickstarter. When I have my Kickstarter each year, I didn't have one in 2021. But you can also join it by becoming a patron. So if you go to patreon.com/BGWNiramas, which is just there on Patreon, so patreon.com BGWNiramas, you can support the channel. It doesn't matter how much you support it with. It's like Patreon is a system where you sort of donate money each month. You can go like $1 or $5 or $10. You also get some rewards if you go to the high levels. You'll also be mentioned at the end of each video as a producer. You can also get Drako meeples and so on sent to you. But anyone who is a Patreon is getting an invite to the secret Facebook group for BGW Niramas Voters panel. And in there, I ask people, I let them vote on what to film and so on. So I had a poll up there recently and asked them, what do you want to see me do live streams of during the holidays here between Christmas and New Year's Eve? And so the main one that won there was Dune Imperium. So we're going to do a Dune Imperium live stream next week. That's coming. And then we also had Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition also came in second place. So that's going to be next week as well. So those two are coming. And then I think Machikoro 2 was number 3. So we'll probably do that as well. We will do a bunch of live streams next week. And again, if you want to be in on voting on what videos we make or like top lists we make and so on, and you want to support the channel, we really appreciate it. Go to check out patreon.com/BGW-Niramas. And if I had prepared that, I should have had a little text here, but I didn't. Okay, so we got a bunch of guesses. Thanks, Uffe. Okay, it's me that's not that good at giving clues, I think. And before I answer your question, we're gonna call this one. So let's see, did we get any correct answer? No. Nobody guessed it. I thought it was pretty easy. It's D3. Look at that. You have the actual rock here and stone patio. Now I had no way to indicate water behind it, but that's the table. So you guys guessed on like A4. Where's the rocks though? Like, well, I guess this could be, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess these two messed it up, right? And you guessed on D2, which I don't get, because if it was a pyramid, I would have just done a pyramid with 3 sticks, right? What else did you guess on B2? And I would have done something like a train. I don't know. I'm sounding like this is obvious, but it's obvious in my mind because I know what it was. But yeah, nobody got it. So let's do a totally random roll then between everyone. So everyone who's watching right now, no matter if you guessed or whatever, if you're hearing my voice right now, put in a number between 1 and 100 in the chat, and you can win Ticket to Ride. Is it only Ticket to Ride left, or did I say, was there a Game of Thrones as well? Now I forgot. Because Uffe got Game of Thrones for... No, there's a Game of Thrones left as well, and then there's 3 Ticket to Ride. There we go. Did Buster get it? Oh, sorry, Buster. I didn't see that. Oh, Buster actually got it. Nice job, man. Okay, never mind then. There's no roll. Well, you know what? We'll do a roll as well. But Buster, right away you can tell me which game you want in there. And then we'll do a roll for everyone. We're going to roll off the Ticket to Rides, which seems like nobody really wants. But, I mean, you can always give it away. You get a code from me, you can give it away to a friend or whatever. So everyone can put in a number. And meanwhile, Buster can also put in a number. But Buster, you can also tell me if you want Ticket to Ride or if you want Game of Thrones. And while you do that... Yeah, I was too quick there. I didn't see the D3. Sorry. While you do that, I will explain what Niramas is, because you asked me, what is Niramas? Okay, Buster wants Game of Thrones. Okay, so it's 3 Ticket to Ride games left then, after this. And we are just going to roll them off. And so on. So we start off with 1 here, and then we'll... yeah, so Niramas is a made-up name based on... It's an internet nickname. So when I was like 15, maybe 14, 15, I needed a name for Diablo 2 when Diablo 2 came out. I played Diablo 1 as well, but I don't even remember what name I had in that. For Diablo 2, I wanted a cool name. And so I was sitting at my computer, back in my room, living with my mother. And I had this, I don't know why. I use it from time to time. I have this like, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called Pepsid in English. This kind of little powder that you pour into water and then it bubbles and then you drink it because you have an upset stomach. That's the best way I can explain it. And it's called Samarin. It still exists in Sweden. And I do use it from time to time. It's really good actually. So anyway, Samarin. And if you take the Samarin backwards, it becomes a Niramas. And I also had a friend that I told, like, I don't know, I was some chat or whatever. I told him, like, oh, I'm going to use this name. It sounds cool. And he was like, yeah, it sounds like a hard rock band, you know, Niramas. So that's where it comes from. And it's been sticking with me for like, what is it, 25 years now. This is crazy. I used it in a bunch of different games. So if you ever played an online game and you met Niramas, you probably met me. I don't think that many people use it. I have Googled it and I found some Japanese company in plumbing or something. It's called Niramas. Kind of sounds like a Japanese word, right? But it's fun to have something sort of unique. It's not that great though for having like a channel name. I realized that after I made the channel. The channel should have been named Boardgames with Drako. That would have been so much better. Drako agrees. Because people, when I go to conventions or something, I'm like, oh, I have this channel called Boardgames with Niramas. People are like, what? That's a weird word. So it's kind of stupid. It should have been named Boardgames with Drako. It is Boardgames with Drako, so it should have been that. But I didn't want to change it, because once you use it, then, you know. Buster says he already has Ticket to Ride. And yeah, we got a bunch of numbers in here. So let's see who wins a copy of Ticket to Ride on Steam. 35. So 35. Josh at 37 must be closest, right? Let me, we have 29, that's further away. Yeah, Draco's the star. I'm just here helping him out. 30, yeah, 37. It must be Josh. So Josh Allen again. So Josh, when you send me your email, tell me that I'm also supposed to remind me that I'm also supposed to send you a Ticket to Ride copy. So we'll sort that out so you get both the codes. I don't even remember what the first one was, but you tell me in the email, and I will also go back and watch the video afterwards just to see that everything. I don't want to mess it up, so I give away one more code than I have, because that would be a mess. But right now we have 2 more Ticket to Ride codes. Let's do one more here. Let's do one more. Let's get another card in here. If you're enjoying it, then we can keep going. I'm gonna warm some meatballs later on for dinner. Gonna be late dinner today because I was sleeping really long. So, but I'm in no hurry. So as long as you guys want to hang out and play some pictures, then we'll do it. So let's do another round. And this time I am gonna use these, of course. I only used them once. So this is the second time I'm using those. And you can win Ticket to Ride. And remember, everyone who wins also gets the micro badge on Boardgame Geek, the Drako micro badge that anyone can go buy for 8 geek gold. But you get one for free. I will send it to you. If you in your email that you send to me, if you won anything here, you send me an email to bgwniramas there at gmail.com. Tell me what game you won, and also if you have a Boardgame Geek user account, tell me your username on Boardgame Geek, and I'll send you a micro badge with a little cute Drako on it. So it's that one. Oh wow, this is gonna be hard. Let's see, how do I do this? I mean, the hardest part is not like indicated. The hard part, which makes the game sort of, is the whole thing with, like, there's things that look similar, and I don't want you to think it's that one, and so on. Oh wow, no matter how I do this, you're gonna think it's the other one, I think. Or the third one. I don't know how to do this one. I think the placement is important here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll do this. We'll see if you can figure it out. Wow, this is a tough one though. So let's see if you can guess which card it is that I am trying to illustrate with that. I was gonna tell you something else. What was it? Kind of forgot because I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Is there a method of picking how you have to give clues in the normal game, or do you get to choose? No, you get to choose. No, these will rotate. So if you're 5 people playing the game, you will have one of these sets each. One will have the sticks and stones, one will have the whatever, one will have the picture frame, and one will have the cards. Then when you do one round, then everyone draws a new indicator for the card, and then you send them to the left. So you keep rotating like that. And then you guess on everyone else's, and if other people guess correctly on yours, you get points. And if you guess correctly on theirs, you get points as well. So that's how you get points in the game. Let's see here. Wow. Yeah, this is a hard one. This is definitely a hard one. Because it's such a limited information. And you also, I don't need to pull them out, but in the box you also get these little signs that you put on the bottom to indicate which orientation you're looking at it, but you don't need that when you're doing this. But if you're sitting around the table, you also have that. It can help you out. So we're getting a bunch of guesses here. And I can like see all of your guesses. Like I can see how they make sense. But of course, not everyone is correct here. So yeah, let me call it. And I think we have 2 correct answers. So it is B3, which is these cows and the puddle water. Hey Brad. It could have been C4. A few of you said C4. Yeah, it makes sense. And like, there's so many that make sense here. So, because I needed a circle, right, for that. But then, like, these are too big. I couldn't like do cows. Like, I couldn't do. And I was scared that if I did too much, you were gonna think it was the buildings. So yeah. So it's B3, which means John Sullivan and Brian Kovac. Kovac? Do you say it like that? I don't know. You got it correct. So we have 2 that got it correct. And since it's only 2, let's just do a roll off with, I don't know, 2 dice that are different color maybe. I have like random dice in here, so it's kind of weird. Okay, so let's do these 2. So we have orange and green. So we'll just say that John, you're green, and Brian, you're orange. So good luck to you. Let's highest number wins. And John, green, wins because you had a green avatar. So John, you win a Ticket to Ride copy. So just send me an email, bgwniramas@gmail.com, and I will send you the code to Ticket to Ride. And you also send me your username for Boardgame Geek if you want a Drako micro badge. And we have one more. Let's see, which was that one? And what is that? Is that a bird? Yeah, like a duck. Okay. So let's do one more round. We have one more Ticket to Ride code. And I will use this one. I think this maybe is the most fun. I think this is fun because it's so limited with the colors. So that makes it hard. So here we go. Here we go. All right, yeah, John, send me an email and you sort that out. And again, if you don't want to play the game that you win, whatever, you can always give away those codes, right, to family and friends and so on. Now this is that one, okay. So how do I figure this out in a good way? I think I'm gonna go like that, and like that, maybe. I will do that one. I'll go like this. It's very clear, right? What it is. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. See if you can figure this one out. I think it should be somewhat clear. I think so. It's not, I don't think this is like the hardest one, at least. I think, yeah. I think the shoelaces was the hardest one. I don't know. This is so hard to do anything with these. And try to, I don't know, a silly game, but also pretty fun. Like, again, I think it's pretty fun, but I still, I at the same time, I'm like, wow, how could this get Spiel des Jahres? There's so many fun party games, but maybe, you know, they have a limited amount of games they choose. I don't remember what was nominated last year, what it was competing against. I just like, I compare it now to like, well, there's so many good games from 2020, but they also have, like, this is the lighter one, the Spiel des Jahres, and then they have the Kinderspiel, which is for kids, and then they have the Spiel des Jahres, the Kennerspiel des Jahres, which means like, you know, a little more strategy heavier in a sense game. Kenner, I think in German, is like, you know, like knowing something. So it's like you're more, you know, games better or something like that. I don't really speak German, but, and I don't know, I don't even remember what got the Kennerspiel last year. Maybe that was Los Runes of Arnak, actually. I think so. It kind of makes sense if that's the case. I don't remember. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Greg, for putting in my email address in the chat as well. That's great. You're so good to me, Greg. I should send you some stuff sometimes. But I kind of forget to. Greg is my old werewolf chat moderator. Speaking of which, I can tell you, there's on New Year's Eve we're gonna do a live Ultimate Werewolf game. That's gonna be really fun. We're doing a just like we did last year with the Dice Tower Werewolf group. We're doing a live Ultimate Werewolf marathon. This year, though, last year we played for 24 hours straight. I didn't. I went to bed, but some people did, and like games were ongoing for 24 hours straight. So no matter where in the world you lived, you could celebrate your New Year's, you know, hour there with the Dice Tower Werewolf group. This year we're not going to do it 24 hours, I think, because people have dropped off and so on. I think we're going to do some Blood on the Clock Tower and some other games in there as well. But it's going to be for the European New Year's, you know, when we go from 11 to midnight. At that time, next week on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be moderating a Ultimate Werewolf game with a bunch of people in it. It's going to be really fun. I look forward to that. So if you're around, Greg, I hope you can play. We don't need a moderator for the chat for that one. It's going to be very simple for the chat. Sort of the chat are more going to be like viewers in a sense. I usually have something that the chat can do in the game to affect the game, and this game is just going to be one thing, so I can handle that myself. We had more complicated stuff back in the days with Greg handling that. Okay, we got a bunch of guesses. Oh, in English, to ken is also to know. I didn't know that. It's like Old English, I guess. So kenner and to ken, same words there. In Swedish, it would be känna, or yeah, sort of the same word. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, we can keep playing a little bit more if you guys want to, but let's see here. Exactly, the laces should be more used. Okay, let's reveal. This is the A4. So it is the book with the little black string on the side, which I tried to do there. Did someone get it? Yeah, Buster got it. Just for fun, A4. Buster wrote, first of all, everyone. So Buster got the correct one. Yeah, it's not going to be like, it's going to be what, like your afternoon on New Year's Eve, the Ultimate Werewolf game, since you're an American. No, we don't have Boxing Day. I don't know what is Boxing Day. I don't remember what Boxing Day is. Like, what is it you're What's the boxing? What's it you're celebrating? I don't know what that means really. But I remember, like, it doesn't Canadians celebrate Boxing Day, I think? And Australians, I guess. So yeah, in Sweden we celebrate Christmas yesterday. Like Christmas Eve is the main day. Like that's when the kids open their presents and everyone eats dinners. Like today you also have like Christmas dinner, and tomorrow we have like 3 days basically of celebration. So yeah, I think it's only Buster, right, that got the A4. I think so. Yeah, Buster is a beast at this game. So congratulations, Buster. I'll get you a Ticket to Ride code. And of course you can donate the code to Greg if you want to. That's very kind of you. So do that. And then, yeah. So then, Greg, you send me an email or a messenger. Yeah, we're on Messenger with each other. So you contact me, Greg, and remind me that I should send you a Ticket to Ride code. Well, if you don't need it, you can just give it away to some friend or whatever, some family. Like, it's weird. You guys are gonna have to fight over who gets the Ticket to Ride code because nobody wants it. But Ticket to Ride is a fun game in the right circumstance. I never played the Steam game either, so I can't really say if it's good or not. It looks nice though. Okay, let's do another round with the sticks and stones just for fun. Where the giveaway is over, but congratulations to everyone who won, and really fun that all of you showed up to play. So let's do another round of this. Which one was it now? It was this one, so let's flip it over. Oh, we already did that. Let's get a new one then. Kind of castle. And there's a lot of cards for this game, so there's a lot of replayability in that sense. And if the shipping price wasn't that bad, I would love to give away physical games, but I don't think I can do that for a while. I will do, like, I don't know when next time is. If it's like when we hit 7,000 subscribers, something like that, I'll probably do a giveaway then. But then I will give away digital games, or I'll give away like a gift card at a store or something like that. So sending games, it's really rough these days. Well, if it's in Sweden, it's not that rough, but I want everyone in the world watching to be able to win. So that's why I always do my giveaway, so that everyone can win. I think it's boring if it's just Swedes, right? Because I'm doing this channel in English and everything. Okay, so it's that thing. Okay, I think I got this one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's fun to hang out in these live streams. I really like the relaxed live streams where I don't have like a strict schedule that I need to stay by. Like if I'm doing a live stream of Gloomhaven or whatever, then I really feel like I can't really just sit around and chat or talk to the chat, because people are tuning in because they want to play Gloomhaven. So I always have that like in the back of my mind, like I'm trying to do good content, so I don't want to take up people's time if it's not good content. But it's nice to have one of these relaxed just live streams, just hanging out with you guys in the chat. And I mean, a lot of you that are in the chat now are people that have been watching this channel for years and supported it in different ways. So I'm really happy to give some entertainment back to you in this way possible. Fenor says, I can't unsee Submarine. Well, no, me neither. I used Submarine just a few days ago when I had too big of a dinner. And I used one of those and I was like, oh yeah, Niramas. Yeah. So, let's see if you can figure this one out. Let's see, do you see it properly? Let's go. Am I zoomed in? Oh yeah, I was zoomed in. Okay. Let's see if you can figure this one out. Shouldn't be too hard this time. So I am looking forward to doing Dune Imperium again. Now I don't have the expansion for Dune Imperium yet. I really want to get that one. Rise of Ix, I think it's called. It's I don't think it's out in the Swedish stores yet. Greg is going against the crowd. That's brave of you. C2. What? C2, Greg? Are you kidding me? I don't know, maybe. Maybe it's one that it could have been. Yeah, it seems that you were all sort of in agreement on A3, which of course it is A3. I think that was the easiest one today, right? Well, the one previous was released as well. But you have four trees. I even tried to make it a little bit diagonal like that one. And the stones wasn't really needed, but I want to just have a base. So. Oh yeah, it's called the Hunter's Nest. Yeah. I love improving my English by doing this channel as well. I have done that a lot throughout the years. If I go back and listen to my old videos, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm like, what am I saying? Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more before we end it. And let's do the cards again. And it was this one, so let's get another one in here. And the last one for tonight is the snake. E5, yeah. Okay, so let's get a clue. Last one for tonight. I'm actually going to, after I'm done here, I'm gonna get some food. And the game is called, oh yeah, you can't see the box anymore because I moved the camera over. It's called Pictures by Daniela and Christian Sturr. And this is the Nordic edition, but it looks kind of the same anyway. And it did get the Spiel des Jahres 2020. And this is out in the stores and so on. So you can pick it up. If you live in the Nordic countries, you know you're going to buy your games at GameManiacs.com. No, GameManiacs.se. Sorry. GameManiacs.se. Which is the main sponsor for the channel. Now this comes from Asmodee though. Let's see here. Last round for tonight. I'm gonna get some food and I'm also going to record the top 10 games of 2021. I already prepared that video, so I just need to record it. So I'm gonna do that later tonight. Now let's see. Okay. I have to use 2 cards. I have to use 2 cards. So maybe that one. Okay, let's go with this. So these are the 2 clue cards. We'll see where that takes you. Oh yeah, the snake would have been perfect with the, the strings. If I could have curled them nicely. I don't know if I could have managed that. Yeah, and it's fun when you play this game around the table with 3 or 4 or 5 people. Then everyone is doing their whole thing at the same time, right? So it's like simultaneous play. So now I'm doing a thing and then I'm waiting for you to guess. But in the physical game, then everyone is playing at the same time, and then everyone guesses at everyone's clues, and then you get points if you guess correctly, or if other people guess correctly on your clue, then you get points as well. So let's see if you can get this one. Yeah, it's always like, that's the game. This is a game that it's the whole thing with, just like in Codenames, when you give a clue, and then you don't want to give a clue that is too much like something else, because then people will guess on the wrong card. So that does happen. But I think this one is fairly straightforward, right? Well, I guess there's one part that messes this one up a little bit. I can see that one of these messes this up a little bit. But I have to place 2 cards. That's the thing. I can't just place 1 because I think that's easier. So let's resolve it. And it is D4. So it is the flowers. Now, I didn't even think about this one. This actually made sense, the D3 from Jan there, and Aegeus, because it's a flower and it's a little happy guy, right? So it could have been this. I just put this in because, like, that's sort of the shape of these, and maybe you get happy from them. I don't know. Because I was thinking, what else could I put in here that would, like, I have to put in 2 cards. So flower, obviously. Then I don't want to put in something that leads you to to that, which I think someone guessed. Yeah, A1. I was thinking like the heart, but like, I don't know. They could look like hearts if you have good imagination. Or maybe you love flowers, I don't know. And there's no bird, so yeah, I guess that was decent. But that is the live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed playing some pictures this way. I don't think I get to play it with my friends anytime soon. They are not really into the whole party game style games. We mostly play like mid to heavyweight Euros and all that, which I do enjoy as well. Not gonna complain. And we had a lot of fun gaming lately as well, with a lot of cool games. So hopefully we'll play some here soon as well. I do want to play Ark Nova with my friends and see how it works in more of a multiplayer where I don't need to help Drako out and burn my brain totally, because I had like a strategy in my Ark Nova playthrough. I had a strategy for myself and I had a strategy for Drako at the same time. That was a challenge. I had to go to bed after I filmed it because I was so brain burned. That's true. Being stung by a bee doesn't make you smile. That's true. And oh well. If you have any questions or whatever, you can always, or if you have feedback or anything, suggestions for videos, anything like that, you can always contact me. You can always find me over at bgwniramas@gmail.com or on social media at bgwniramas on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can also, if you watch this afterwards and so on, you can also always leave a comment to the actual video as well, which I do always read, and I always answer those. I won't make sure to answer those unless there's some weird spammy bot or whatever, then I ignore it, but then I remove it actually. All right, that was the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Merry Christmas everyone, and Happy New Year. If we don't talk to each other this way, communicate this way before the New Year's, which I think we hopefully will do, because I'm going to do at least 2 streams. This Dune Imperium stream where I'm going to play solo and try to beat it again, because I lost in my solo playthrough that I have on the channel. I'm going to try to beat it. And we're also going to do Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, which is a bit weird that I still haven't filmed it. I had it since, for a while, 6 months something. And I have playmats and everything for it. But I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it was fun, but it was a bit of a letdown for me, so I had to put it away for a while. But now I feel like it's going to be fun again to play Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition and do that in a live stream. And I'll do that solo as well, I think, because it kind of takes up a lot of space with those playmats. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great evening or morning, or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye-bye.